Mia, cheating, betrayal, and infidelity are all over the news lately. And there's such universal and lasting themes that we could probably do a year's worth of shows just on those topics and never run out of material, you know. The emails just keep coming in, and especially since the last show, or the last couple shows, it seems that the idea of trusting someone and then having that trust broken, and not just in a sexual relation, but in the general dealings we have with each other, this idea of trust has timeless, universal appeal. And yet, today, Mia, we have all sorts of alternative lifestyles and expanded sexual relationships of all sorts of different flavors, and yet people still have a need to develop bonds with each other that don't break so easily.
Of course, it doesn't matter, what's your sexual choice. What it matters is how you treat each other. That's what we are all starving for.
Yeah, but we
don't
so
treat
confused
yourself.
And so selfish and so determined to get what we want right now that we often just step on each other to get ours, and who cares for loyalty and being trustworthy? I need mine, you know?
Yeah, but that's not everybody. We all got to also believe that people are changing, people are listening, and people are becoming aware, and people are so tired of being treated like that. Who wants to be mistreated?
Right.
It's because you're on top, you think you can step on anybody and have as many relationships you want because you can buy anyone? Is that how you feel it? A lot of times it is, but what it does, it's karma. What we do, we'll pay for. And if you want to mistreat somebody, it will come sooner or later.
Yeah, you're
right.
That's
Truly what we need to do is trust ourselves.
Well, here's the deal. People need trust and loyalty. We depend on it. Yet this isn't being taught or in my view, that is not being taught. It is not being reinforced anywhere. Everyone is not only out for themselves, but there is very little social censorship, if you will. I mean is there's nobody standing around ready to put a check on anyone's out-of-control, selfish me attitudes. And we just seem to do what we want rather than,
maybe yes and not. Yes, some people do what they want.
That's
Other
okay.
people, they are wakening up. And that's what we are here for, just to say, hey, wait a minute. If that's really how you want to treat everybody else, you want to be cheating for the rest of your life just because it's fun. It might be fun for a minute, but the consequences are very harsh.
But nobody's really teaching the consequences.
Well,
right?
A lot of times we got to learn ourselves. That's why we're doing shows like we are doing, so we can give a little awakening to people. And there are many good sources out there, too. As it is good to cheat, there is a lot of good education out there and a lot of good thoughts that we need to listen to. But, of course, you have the power in your life. When it's time for you to change, then we'll change. But a lot of times people just need to go through the cycle of life where it's betraying, making mistakes. And people might go through the entire life making all those mistakes and they think they can never get rid of. But believe me, your soul, it's going to feel the consequences of all the things that you do.
Well, this
if it's not in this life, it might be the moment you pass over.
Okay.
Because you carry your mistakes with you. You just don't get rid of the bad things you've done in this life.
Well, let's step back for a moment, because a lot of people are talking about, and they've been talking about since 2012, the global change that is affecting society, where everyone is, we're all going to evolve, we're all going to, elevate, right?
Well, each person have their own evolvement to do. We cannot make everybody equal the same. So somebody who is a raper who has raped a child will be at the same level of Mother Teresa.
Well, this is the mind, the craziness about that idea.
That's the hope that people have. We kind of have hope that suddenly you have an enlightenment overnight and we all be equal. But that's not the truth. If there is such a thing as a God, and if there is justice, would you call that justice? For everyone that is being basically a hellbreaker to suddenly turn into light over a second? No. That does not happen. That's why we are here, to bring each step to you and each moment. Today is the day that you can make a change in your life. There's nothing like the present. We all think we're going to live eternally and nothing's going to happen to us.
Well, that's right.
Wake up. Any of
Society,
us...
Wait, let me cut in. Society is teaching us that it's all about you, that you're going to live forever, that science has a cure for everything, right?
I don't know if society's teaching us. It's what we choose to believe. It's easy to believe that we're going to be here forever and there's a cure for all. Because you think, then I can do whatever. But there's the other type of thinking, too, that does not say that. There's a type of kind of thing that say, you know what, you will pay for everything that you do.